Cordy, and today I just wanted to talk to you about what I'm doing with the FM3. Also later on in the video I'm going to be talking about my new protective phone case that enables you to throw it at, you know, a spouse or a child's face, and because of the soft edges it leaves no marks, but that's later in the video. For now I just wanted to talk about how I've got this FM3 set up. Because next week basically I'm going into the studio. I'm going to Real World Studios, which is quite exciting for me, and recording some tunes, and I needed something which I knew could do some time-based effects and some things like that, and that I can figure out quite easily and that I can put in the loop of the California tweed without you know, worries that it's going to cause noise or issues like that. Also, it's got a tuner. So let me just explain what I'm going to be taking as my rig. I'm going to have the California tweed running clean, and also I've got a Mesa Boogie Mark 525 over here running clean. That's going to be running into an EV12M speaker, basically an old Mesa Boogie cab, and both amps are going to be running clean, I'm thinking, and I'm going to use the Dude as my lead tone, and then I'm going to use an HRM or possibly a Melody as my rhythm tone, and possibly I'll take another pedal for like a little boost, like a cleanish boost, so that might be the Free the Tone SOV or something like that. For certain parts of the tunes, obviously when you write stuff in a studio, things like that, you end up using time-based effects quite a lot, I find. Also things like double tracking and pitching things up an octave are quite easy in the world of pedals. There's not, you know, a great deal of pedals. I don't have anything that can do something like that, so that's why I thought I'm going to use the FM3, and I'm setting up the virtual capo to do this kind of thing. So for the start of one of the tunes, there's this kind of octave up, which I've set up as like a parallel virtual capo, and that does some cool things. And then I've also set up the Plex delay block to give me that shimmer. So here's without the Plex delay, if I can bypass that a sec. If I bypass the Plex delay shimmer, you'll hear what the virtual capo does. So it can do that kind of pog-ish thing. So that's doing quite a cool job for me. And then so I'll put back in the octave, or shimmer, sorry. So kind of these really cool synthy tones, and I've basically got it set up so the FM3 is just in the loop of the Cali Tweed, so I've got like a wet dry semi kind of set up. Then the other thing that I'm doing with it is, so the scene 2 is this middle scene, I've got that set up as just straight through, nothing on, and then scene 1 is that kind of big octavey effect, so scene 2 is just clean. And then scene 3 I've got set up for a rhythmic delay. Really big kind of ambient clean delay sound with a long delay, which is going to be set up to the click, whatever that ends up being. So I've got each song has a different preset basically, so if I want that time-based delay, I've got it ready to go. Then elsewhere on the board, as I say, I've got the dude doing my lead tone. Big kind of fat smooth lead tone, obviously you know that's kind of what I go for. And then I've yet to set up the actual board itself, but I'm gonna have that in a switcher and possibly stack that with something else. And then for the rhythm I'm gonna have something different again, so the rhythm tone will be basically without the delays or reverbs. It'll be basically set up similar to the dude, but with less mids and probably less bass. A few reasons that I'm taking the FM3 with me instead of some of the other devices, like maybe you'd ask why I'm not taking the HX Stomp or Helix. There's a few reasons. So I've got the always on tuner, which is kind of going to be super useful for me, so I can tune between songs or takes or whatever and make sure that I'm always in tune. The other thing is that I've got that virtual capo, which doesn't really exist on any of the other devices that I've got, so I can't really run a pitched up octave or pitched down octave without things sounding a little bit weird, or potentially having glitches if I play polyphonically. Whereas the virtual capo is capable of polyphonic stuff. It doesn't sound perfect, but it's pretty good. And then it's also relatively easy for me to set up things like time-based tremolos like this. Then I've also got on the board just a normal delay which has stereo outs, which won't be time based, but I might switch that on at various points just for like a short delay. So I'll keep you up to date as I put together. I think I'm putting a switching device down on the floor. I'm going to have this on the pedal board, and then, as I say, 2 or 3 drive pedals, a delay and a reverb on the board, and that should do me for the session, I'm thinking. So if this is of any interest, let me know any questions you've got. Luckily, nothing seems to be making ground loop hums. So I'm going to get back to practicing, but I just wanted to show you how I'm doing that. Scene 2 is going to be my kind of bypassed FM3 tone. Scene 1 is this big octave. Big octave tone, and then scene 3 will be where I put my tremolos potentially, and also time-based delays.